Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest known podcast in the known multi-universe. The boys feeling fresh. It's the last one of the year. It's crazy. This is the last one of the year. Like, we're on one fight card away. And, you know, I know a lot of people have been talking about RIZIN and all that kind of jazz and stuff like that. It's more important at hand. You are in the presence of greatness. I am Lamprey, my brother from another mother, my homie from the other side of the Atlantic, the keyboard motherfucking warrior, Eddie Law. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Like you said, last one. It's funny you were talking about work. I got one more day of work tomorrow, and then I get Sunday and Monday off, and I'm going to be up in the mountains. Hopefully it's snowing. If not, I don't give a fuck. It's not in the city, and it's where you can actually see some shit, like stars and whatnot, so it's going to be legit as fuck.
Yeah, we just started to get the snow over here, so it's just literally turned into obsolete kind of movement now. But the worst thing is, though, is because it rains here as well, like the temperature's so low, it's like it's turning from like ice, it's turning from snow into ice, and it's like it looks like snow.
It hurts a little bit, right?
Well, if you fall on your ass, it'll damn sure it'll fucking hurt. But hey, yo, that's just the weather we deal with.
Hey, man, you know, it'd have been good to know Gabby Garcia's fat ass on one of those things where she'd lose a leg, make weight, fat ass.
Yo, I'm just saying, I'm just saying this. Like, somebody pointed out something, and, you know, she made a statement today where she was on
dick?
Oh, my good golly, Miss Mo.
I said it. I said it on the heel hook show. I said it.
She came out.
Look. Okay, go ahead. What you're saying. Sorry. I was fucking around with the dick thing. I don't know. I never looked.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, have you heard of the expression bulldogging? But anyway, the point being is that when she was crying in the middle of the ring, when she announced why she wasn't able to make weight, I was like, this has to be the worst attempt of being WWE I have ever seen in my life. Everybody hates on the UFC for trying to be like the WWE. Hey, yo, Gabby Garcia is like 260 pounds, but no, it was more than that because it was a heavyweight fight, wasn't it?
I don't know what it was, like a 200-some pound limit. So, by the way, hey, powerful Vanderlei Silva, you know, doing one of these right here. This
World
crazy
star.
Bitch, world star. that's what Vanderlei was doing. I don't know. It was like 200 something, but it wasn't like heavyweight or anything crazy. But come on, when you sign Gabby Garcia to fight, why don't you just sign her to just any weight? Every fight she's had like an 80-pound advantage. At least.
I'm sure I read somewhere that she was gonna have 60 pounds on this girl.
It's gonna be 60, 70 pounds regardless. I mean, if you know you're gonna have that advantage, why fucking put a weight class on it? Just to get crazy. You're doing something fucking nutty. Just do it. Just go all the way with it. Fuck.
I just love the fact that, like, I know that Gabby Garcia apparently has gone through some traumatic things and like with a family and stuff like that recently or whatnot. I don't know how long ago that was. But the main thing is to me is it's all good and well turning around and saying, you know, it's been a tough training camp. And you know, we're not ones to judge, we aren't there. But she looks pretty fucking happy when she's twerking in Cyborg's video, my guy.
Look, come on. What did she say on the video she got in there? First of all, she was on her knees, which is hilarious. Like we're gonna give it like, come on now. And she's like bawling like I just got here a day ago. I'm just a normal girl. As soon as she said that, I heard, you know, when you scratch when you hear the DJ scratch that record, all the music stops. That's what I heard. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm a normal girl. No, the fuck you ain't.
When was she? Right, let's be legit. Like, probably from the age of like 12, that girl has been 6 foot. Let's be completely honest right now. You have never been considered, quote unquote, and this is just being honest, normal. Because let's be honest, look, right, there is people, let's be completely and utterly fair. I remember watching the Fighter and the Kid. Yeah. And Brian Callen was talking to like somebody who was involved in basketball. And they were saying, like, at what point, like, would I have been, like, how young would LeBron James have had to have been for me to be even able to athletically compete with him in general?
Right.
Athletically. And he went 14 because he was 6 foot and he was like fucking 200 pounds. Mm-hmm. It's like, some people are just not the same. Like Joe Rogan said about Shaq. That, like, when I'm the head height of his penis, we are not the same. It's
Yeah,
not
he goes,
my guy.
he goes, we are barely the same thing. Like we're saying next to that guy. That's what he says. So, look, man. End of the day, Gabby Garcia. I'm not making fun. I'm not calling her a dude. I'm just joking around. But you can't show up to Japan the day before the fight and be like, yeah, I'm on weight now. First of all, I did see the photos she posted on Instagram. All right. You saw photos of her bleeding out of her nose and all that shit. No, frankly, I don't give a fuck. Hear me out. Chick, you're a professional fighter. You're trying to be anyway, pretending to be, whatever you're doing. Okay. You know goddamn good and goddamn well can't show up to the day before the fight to Japan from Brazil or California, wherever you were at training with Cyborg, and make weight in anything possible. Because she goes, okay, so she said she was on a menstrual cycle. Fair enough. But she knew that she was on that shit. Okay. And she's like, and I chose life over losing another 17 pounds. No, I had lost 17 pounds and I chose life over cutting more. Yeah, that's great. You knew that shit was gonna, like, come on. You waited till you got to Japan to cut weight. Like,
it's one of those Khabib things where, like, some people come through and they want to come through and they want to cut 20, 30 pounds of water weight the week of the fight, and it's like you can't do that. If you're gonna, if this sport's gonna revolve, and we've spoke about this fucking till our nose is bleeding, but like at the end of the day, if you decide to become a professional athlete, guess what? You have to be professional. Otherwise, you are just an athlete. You are not a professional athlete. And the margin from those guys, just who are athletes competing in sports, and professional athletes, LeBron James spends over $1 million on like dietitians and nutritionists and physiotherapists and all that kind of stuff, just to fucking make sure that he is at his optimal. By the way, I'm kind of surprised that he isn't sponsored by On It. But the point being is, though, is you have to be at your pinnacle if you are going to be considered one of the greats. You cannot be slacking off and eating tiramisu the night before. You cannot turn around and come to the fucking, like, a day before the fucking weigh-ins and go, nah, I'm not going to cut the weight. Like, you have to, like, if she'd have lost a few pounds over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, we wouldn't even be talking about it.
Yeah. And look, it's not like we have the details of how her camp works. Here's what I would say about fighters. Is there's a lot of fighters that we know are intelligent people. Okay, Chael Sonnen's intelligent. Brendan Shaw, for as much shit as people give him for being kind of a dipshit about things, intelligent guy. He knows how the business works, right? You can throw a lot of names out there of fighters that are intelligent people. I do not accuse Gabby Garcia of being a smart girl. Okay.
Yeah, she seems like she's just kind of on it for the ride.
Right. It seems like she's doing it because someone told her to do it.
Exactly. Like you'd be.
By the way. Right. Like you're fighting in Japan this day. Or, no, you should totally do MMA. Well, I don't know. You should do it. You're huge. Just go do it. Don't worry. You're not going to fight anyone legit. There's no one your size on this planet. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of, I don't know. It just seems like it's a lot to put on her. That's why I kind of have a tiny bit of sympathy for the fact that she doesn't seem like she knows what the fuck she's doing. So she's kind of it seems like she's getting put in a shit position. And I really wish she got, well, excuse me. I don't know who her representation is, but she needs to get a new one or something and figure her shit out. I think if you're going to continue trying to fight or pretend to fight or whatever you want to do, you can't be shown up to Japan the day before the fight.
Let's be honest. She's literally in the market just to make money. Like,
okay, how about this? This comparison. She's a female Bob Sapp.
Yeah. Right. But the difference is, though, is there is competent heavyweights for at the time Bob Sapp to compete against.
Right.
But, like, how many chicks do we know that are even, like, let's be completely honest. If they're the same height as Gabby Garcia, they're probably really skinny. And, they're very, like swimmer build, you know what I mean? Very athletically trim. So they're not going to have the power. They might have a little bit of speed. But if they get hit once, or if not, they're going to get taken down because she's such a big girl and very technical in the jiu-jitsu. It's like, you're going to struggle. Like, you really are going to struggle. But then if they're even remotely near the weight, they're all 5'3".
Right. There's not many humans like Gabriel Garcia on the planet. You got to throw in there a little bit, the decent, if not highly likely probability that she's on the juice like forever.
No.
I know, right? So,
What
you got. Look, I'm just saying. What's her name? The chick that kicked the shit out of Cyborg in a Muay Thai fight.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Let's jack her on fucking drugs, on roids, and put her in there against Gabby Garcia.
Well, the fact that Cyborg turned around and said that she thinks that Cindy Danois has earned herself as one of the top featherweights in the world.
So who said that?
Cyborg.
What?
Yeah, I saw a
Cyborg's looking for a paycheck, like an easy one.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I love Cindy. She's been on the show. I think she's a really awesome person. I think she's excessively good in the grappling and all that kind of context. But her hands, nada.
Bruh.
Nada.
How many wins have you ever? Whenever you watch one of her wins, when have you ever seen one and goes, "Yeah, she won that fight"? 0 times,
bro.
Last night, she didn't win that fight.
I thought she won that fight.
I didn't think she won that fight. I watched it. I saw the tweet. First of all, I didn't say I have to watch it. Fuck that shit. I watched it on YouTube today, and I was just watching the fights people were talking about. The Ian McCall fight, holy shit. But we'll talk about it in a second too. But that fight, the Cindy Daniel fight, I was like, in what possible planet did she win that fight? Like, I mean, she didn't like get massacred by the other chick, but she didn't win that fight either. I was just like, dude.
It's one of those things of where you're going, like, what counts for more? That's how I look at it with that fight. Like, what are you looking for in the fight? And I thought she did more in what she did. Not necessarily damage-wise, but,
Right. By the way, powerful Misha Tate, always looking good in the corner.
Damn skipping. But the fact is, though, is that Cyborg kind of laundering to kind of... what's the other interesting thing? Don't you think by mentioning Cindy and watching Cindy's fight, it's like you're already looking at who you could fight next rather than looking at the threat that's already in front of you?
Remember what I said about Gabby Garcia possibly not being smart? Apply to Cyborg, please.
Are you trying to say it's like Brazilian chicks who are fighters and not intelligent, my guy?
No, I did not. Jessica Andrade is a very smart lady. Roger Gadelia, very intelligent young lady. Betch Correa, not even close.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Look into it. All right. They fake 6 moon landings, Ash. 6 of them. Just look into that shit. Look, all joking aside, because I'm bullshitting. All joking aside. Chris Cyborg, look, if she's looking past Holly Holm, she's gonna get fucked. Okay? Because guess who else was looking past Holly Holm at UFC 193? One, Ronda Rousey. And head kick later, that shit was over. By the way, it would be awesome if Holly Holm head kicks Cyborg like this shit, knocks her out. Because you will hear Holly Holm, greatest female fighter ever. You're gonna hear that shit.
That's what Dana White was throwing out there. It was like, if Holly Holmes beat Cyborg, is she to be considered the greatest female fighter of all time? No. She got pieced up by Valentina Shevchenko. People forget about that fight, by the way. I find it amazing that
the Shevchenko home fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, they forget about that fight because Shevchenko I think Shevchenko moved weight classes. Wait, what? Okay, well, it also wasn't the most I can't remember that fight.
It wasn't the most exciting fight, but she nullified the striking and she used that lead left hook, that jumping lead and left hook to kind of counter Holly's movement and kind of prevent her from being able to do anything. And obviously in the clinch, she overpowered her in the clinch. But the point being is like, people always make out that Holly is the greatest fighter of all time because she has such an acclaimed boxing career and she knocked out Ronda Rousey. Well, let's be completely honest here. If we're being really brutally honest, Ronda Rousey was a great fighter, a one-dimensional fighter, but a great fighter. Additional to that, she fought against somebody who was, a mediocre, above average striker in Beth Goyer. And let's be honest, I think the Ronda Rousey got into her head, and also the fans turning around and cheering for fucking Ronda Rousey when you're in Brazil, that's going to get into your head as well. Because you're like, whoa, these people are cheering for the fucking away team. So I personally think that obviously factored in, and then she got caught with a few good shots. In MMA, there's 4-ounce gloves. It can happen.
Yeah,
the fact still remains is as soon as Ronda Rousey competed against a competent striker, she got fucking done. And additional to that, Holly Holmes competed against, you know, somebody who was a competent striker in Valentina Shevchenko, and Shevchenko pieced her up, like, you know, and, you know, that's just the way it is. So
yeah, or pieced her up in the most non-fun way ever, which means you wait. Take a chance. You know what I mean?
it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
A win's still a win. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You play to what you're good at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Because by that same account, then the second fight against Amanda Nunes should have been a draw. But the point being, what I'm trying to get to is let's not forget, and this is a major point, Miesha Tate,
It's so fine.
like a ticket on the dash, my guy. But she beat Holly Holmes in her first title defense. And the one thing that everybody always says when you lose the title in your first defense is, if you don't defend it, you were never really the champion.
And that's what they say about guys like Connor. They say that about a lot of these people. Miesha, like you said. Who else lost their fucking Cody? You know what I mean? They're saying that about Cody now. So yeah, that's a good point. They were saying that about TJ. I think not TJ. TJ defended his belt. But they say this. Whatever. You know who we're talking about. You know the guys we're talking about. So yeah, dude. It's whatever. We're gonna break this card down, right?
Yeah, we'll start with the Cyborg fight because we're here.
Well, no, let's hit a couple more things just real quick. Ian fucking McCall got cut by the rope. Yeah. What the fuck? Japan. Yo, Japan, zoom in on me. I know you can't, but zoom in on me, Japan. The fuck are you using for your ropes? Is that like power line wire? I don't know. I think power lines here in the States are all over the place. The wire is so thick. All right. Is that what you fuckers are using for rope? Because that's bullshit.
That they just had like really tight rope so guys didn't fall out of the ring. That's my presumption, because if it's a rope regardless, it's you know, the tighten the ropes and there's no giving it, then that's like, dude, you know, we've all pulled ropes, we've used battle ropes and stuff like that, and that's just not fun on your hands to begin with. So if you get your face ragdolled across it, you know, we always talk about like with the 4-ounce gloves as well. It's so easy just to get a cut from a glance, from a scrape. So
right, but the rope, I mean, come the fuck on. And then people are like, "Oh, he need him in the head." No, he didn't, bitch. Watch the video. No, here's where I felt bad: is he constantly gets fucked with.
Does he though? Does he get fucked with though? Because I kind of feel that like it's all good and well saying that, but sometimes it's been his fault as well.
Yeah, Ian McCall. That's true. Yeah,
like you look at his record of like
that's
people
true.
saying he's the most unluckiest guy in MMA. I'm completely with you, but the fact is though is like I think 4 of those fights that he like out of like 7 that got cancelled, I think 4 of them or 3 of them were his fault.
Yeah, so yeah, he got sick. He couldn't make weight or whatever the fuck. So that's a good point. Yeah, so Ian McCall, and the fucked up part is he shot it for a takedown, and as soon as it hit the ground, it was like murder everywhere. Like, oh shit. So that being said, I just hated that you finally get in, you finally get juiced up Ian McCall ready to fucking go, and the doctor starts a fight. So I hope RIZIN gets him another fight.
I think they will. Ready to go. He is a draw.
The same guy though. It was a draw.
No, I'm saying he is.
Oh, I was gonna say it wasn't a draw. I saw the other guy gave the hand raise.
No. He's a draw in the sense of like he's a character.
Yeah. I want the rematch because of the shit that happened at the weigh-in or at the fake weigh-in, whatever it was. So how you smack someone in the back of the head and not expect to get popped right in the face?
Yeah,
right? That was a Floyd fucking hat he had on, right? Yeah, exactly. All right, fuck that guy. Rematch Uncle Creepy by murder.
I'm just saying this. It just reminded me of like when you and your friends used to play slaps. That's all it reminded me of. When you did the overhand slaps.
Yeah, but Ian threw a punch, didn't he? He got popped.
No, I think he open-handed him. I swear.
I don't know. I had to rewatch it, but I thought it was a close hand. I don't know. Anyway, all right. What else happened? What else fucking happened? What was the main event?
Can we just talk about? Did you actually hear the entrance music for Cindy Dadua? By the way,
no.
Worst. It was like some Disney, like walking in the fucking.
Oh god damn it!
It was the most brutal thing I have ever watched in my entire life.
Do you want to keep? Like, does she want to keep not getting taken serious? Because that's how you do that. Not saying that you can't walk in. Look, Mickey Gall walks into that. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Bullshit. I get that. Come on now.
Yo, I'm just gonna pull this up because Rose mentioned this in the comments. Is the Bob Sapp versus a bear a real thing? Because apparently I saw this as well. Yeah, I don't know how real it is, but he can't be fighting a bear. Come on.
No. Here's the story. If those of you don't know, they're gonna wrap Bob Sapp with meat on his body and put him in the ring with a bear. That's the idea. And I'm sitting here going, please make that shit happen. Because Bob Sapp's a nutcase. That being said, it's a bear. They better fucking like get that bear super high.
They better get that fucking bear and pull his teeth out and chain its arms off.
You're gonna have to get that bear so stoned he can't see you straight. Like, and then that's a fair fight at that point. Because the bear could legitimately fall on Bob Sapp and probably like kill him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just thinking Kuma from Tekken and just imagining him doing some sit down like slashing movements or something.
Yeah. But Rose saying that they can't lock him in there. It's Japan. All right. If you remember correctly, the U.S. dropped a couple nuclear bombs on those motherfuckers. All right? If you expected them to come out straight, you're asking for a little much. I'm just saying. They come up with the craziest shit ever.
Watch it be in somewhere like fucking Latvia or something. It won't even be in fucking China. It'll be in some fucking Eastern European place. It'll be like Khabib's backyard. Yo,
have you seen this medieval MMA shit?
What?
Yeah, medieval MMA where they're like they have
I've seen it before where they're in full armor and shit and they're smacking.
Dude, I'm so fucking in for that. Like, I want to at least go watch it and not participate. That'd be fun as shit.
I've got one question to ask though, and this is the thing. I know this sounds so stupid, guys, but do they have to make weight?
I mean, look, how are you gonna make weight all the armor? That's gonna be heavy shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, do you have to make weight before and then you put on the armor, or do you just come in and put on the armor because it's like, well, at this point,
that's a good question. Look, last time I saw it was in an M1K or ring. So, but I at least want to see it live. Like, come to the States, bitches. I want to see this shit in Vegas.
I don't know. I don't want to see anybody die, man.
Dan's like, Dan from Oregon, what up, dude? Raider, what up? I know everyone, you know, the whole gang's here almost. Dan says, where's Kirby when I need a smoking partner? Hey, bro, I join you, but it's only 3 p.m. in Arizona, so, and I still got 2 workouts to do.
I would, but it's 10 o'clock and I still need to walk my dog, and that would not be fun.
Oh, when you're stoned, that wouldn't be some shit.
Absolutely high shit on some fucking ice. I might as well put some skates on and just.
Yeah. Anyway, oh fuck. What else? Wasn't there something else I want to talk about? Fuck. Can't think of anything. Whatever. Let's get to this 219 10 fight powerful card.
Very powerful card. Very, very powerful card.
Oh shit! They're starting that press conference that no one really cares about. Okay.
Let's be honest. Hearing Francis and Dan talk and hearing fucking.
Yeah, just give me the highlights. That's all I want.
Like, come on, man. Like, who's
check this out. Your American's David Branch, slated for UFC on Fox 28. Like, do you want to see? Do you want to see a man die?
Does anybody really care though? Like at this point, the only fight that ever makes sense for Yoel Romero to have is against Bisping. If it's not against Bisping, who really gives a fuck about Yoel Romero? I'm just saying.
Because Whitaker beat him, right? So
yeah, so it's like, who cares?
The only way I think Yoel Romero gets the title shot if Luke Rockhold beats Robert Whitaker. Yeah. I feel like that's the setup right now. Because Yoel Romero more than likely is gonna just steamroll David Branch, right? And he'll get that win. More than likely get that win. Okay. And then Robert Whitaker will, let's say he loses to Luke Rockhold. That's the fight. That's the next guy up.
Who the fuck fights Bisping in London though? That's what I want.
Somebody that he can destroy. I don't want Bisping fighting anyone that can give him a hard time. I really don't. All right. Because I want Bisping to go out on a massive W to the fucking chant, the cheer of the fucking crowd, everyone toasting him a beer, and he goes off on his merry fucking way back to California where he lives. I still find that funny, by the way.
Yo, at the end of the day, wouldn't you? Like, come on.
Goddamn right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, if you've been, you need to like come one time to like the UK and like go to like Manchester. It's the city that always rains. Like, it's the city that never stops raining. That's what it is. So it's like, I don't know.
That's why I couldn't. Yeah.
Go.
That's why I couldn't live in the UK, man. I mean, it's like people like I know for who. I know somebody watching here from Seattle. I just don't remember who. In fact, they're putting in the comments, Rose. Yeah, she knows. It's raining all the fucking time. I can't deal with that shit. I like rain like a good amount of the time, but not all the time.
I'm just thinking to myself, who the fuck could Bisping fight? Who like it just? You know what? Can we just run back the Anderson Silva fight?
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be a fun fight because it was a good fight the first time, and obviously there was the controversy on both sides. And it's like, fuck it, let's just do a rematch.
You know what fight we never got with him that I know we're not gonna get now because this guy's not coming out of whatever the fuck he's doing. If we never got I'm saying it because I wish we got it. No, shut up. I wanted to see it. Listen, relax. I'm not calling for it. I have zero faith Nick Diaz is coming back. I have zero faith he's coming back. I wish he would. I just think he doesn't give a fuck anymore. But if he does, by the way, great. But the one fight I kind of wanted to see when we were just not giving a quarter of a fuck about, you know, like what makes sense was Bisping Nick Diaz. If not for the pure just throw hands type of fighting, right? Like forget okay, yeah, press conference would be fun, all the lead up would be great, yeah, whatever. The fight itself, the way both of these guys can box, tell me that and the cardio, tell me that wouldn't be fun as shit to watch.
Oh, I'm with you 100%. Just seeing these guys throwing down would be absolutely ridiculous. I'm just I'm literally searching now just to see something because I'm just intrigued because I don't know. Apparently, Nick Diaz only has a 76 reach advantage, which I'm amazed at, by the way.
Yeah, he just knows how to throw his shoulder through. Like there's a difference between throwing your arm and then you know the shit. You're a striker, throwing your shoulder through, making your arms longer than they really are, and then putting the kind of cardio on somebody.
He just seems really long. He looks like the kind of guy, like you know, when you see like certain like long-limbed people who could like scratch their knees without having to reach. Like he seems like one of those dudes. But like Bisping's 75-inch reach, so yeah, it'd be a fun fight. But your guy ain't fighting for less than 20 million or 50 million or whatever.
That's Nate. I think Nick.
They're all saying.
Wow. Okay. Next time. Listen. Next time Joe Duffy and Conor McGregor are fighting, I'm like, oh, same. Give me one Irish run to the other one. Who's the fuck?
It's not quite the same. But the thing
is, that's exactly the same.
Because Nick Diaz is saying that he would not fight unless it's for a stupid amount of money, so it's the same thing.
Whatever. No, he didn't say that shit. Nate said that shit.
No, but I'm saying Nick won't fight unless it's for a stupid amount of money either.
Oh man, whatever, man. Who gives a shit? He's partying. Yeah. He's partying, bro. He's partying. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Honestly, real talk. I have no idea what he's doing. Like, I follow his Snapchat and his Instagram, and like shit will just pop up on the stories and shit. And I'm just like, what do you do? Every night's a nightclub. I'm like, what are you? I hope you're getting paid to do this shit.
But, why would you even? Unless it's like one of those clubs you can go and get stoned at. What's the point even of having him there? Let's be.
He doesn't give a fuck where he goes. He's smoking all the time.
Oh no, I'm just saying though, like you know, like certain clubs, like you know, like what we talk about now, like with marijuana being legal in certain areas and this that, and the other. Like you can
California next door. Sorry.
Like, imagine being able to just go to different places. Do you know what I mean? And like being one of those kind of like celebrities that's known for that, and then people will go to see you and stuff. That's all I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a funny thing, and I know, like obviously, I think Washington has it legal, and Dan, I don't know. Let me know if Oregon has it too. I'm not 100% sure, but I know Nevada has it, and now California is going to have it recreational legal. In 2 days, like January 1st, right? That shit is like you could sell it. You could buy it recreationally in California. I have friends that are taking what we call weed pilgrimages to fucking San Diego and like LA just to get stoned shitless and then come back. I'm just like, dude, don't even think about bringing that shit back to Arizona of all states. Fucking fuckers here are crazy. Cops don't fuck around here, dude. I'm saying. Anyway, sorry. So let's talk 218 is what we're gonna talk about, right?
219, my guy.
219, my bad, 219. That's it.
Right. So where do you even want to start? Do you want to? Because I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's some good fights ish. Like, I'm surprised that the early prelims has one fight.
I'm not. I mean, we lost a couple fights, right?
I know, but I just thought that maybe 2 fights on the early fight press prelims, and then 3 on the normal prelims, and then your 5-fight main card. That'd be pretty dope, but. I don't know. Like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, because Tim Elliott versus Mac De La Rosa. De La Rosa's undefeated. He also doesn't have a picture, which always bums me out. This is. Can I just? I've got to address this. If you can go onto the UFC.com website right now,
looking at it.
I implore you to do it right now, because if you go onto the early fight press prelims, it has both of them stood next to each other, and you know where it goes. Height 60. Tim Elliott is 67 inch and 66 inch for Matt De La Rosa. Then the same way. Reach 66 to Tim Elliott and 65 for De La Rosa. You know the leg reach for Tim Elliott. Do you know what it is?
38 inches.
Yeah. What's Matt De La Rosa's, Eddie?
Yeah, 0. They don't give a fuck.
Apparently, Mark De La Rosa has no fucking legs. Apparently, he's coming through and he's fighting from his fucking ball sack. He's literally going to be bouncing from his fucking butt cheeks, jumping
Calling
up.
it now, hey, calling it now. He's gonna somehow end up on Tim Elliott's back and just choke him out with just his arms.
He can't even get the hooks. He doesn't even have hooks, Mike.
Doesn't need hooks. Don't need hooks.
That I kind of like want to see somebody like who has no legs fight now, and just to see what would happen.
Here's what's gonna happen. Tim Elliott's gonna rush him. Mark's gonna trip him. Right? Tim Elliott's gonna end up face down, and like a fucking horror movie. Like a fucking horror movie. Mark De La Rosa is gonna just take his fucking neck and just squeeze him out, and then fucking Tim Elliott's gonna be trying to grab him, can't grab him, going for legs, can't grab legs. Gonna just try to go for the arm. Here's the problem. Mark De La Rosa grew up without legs, right? So his arms are jacked and he's strong as shit. So he's got that fucking grip, just gorilla grip in that motherfucker. He's gonna pop. In fact, he fucking grips that shit so hard. Tim Elliott's head pops the fuck off and wins the fight.
I'm being completely honest right now. This sounds like when Chucky in Child's Play has got no legs and he's
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And he's grabbing hold of the leg and he's pulling himself up.
That's exactly where I got it from, dog.
Oh my Jesus. Fucking Mark De La Rosa, aka the fucking Chucky Child Play guy. Oh my.
New nickname, Mark. Congratulations. Bumblebee's not doing it for me.
Yeah, well, Bumblebee really ain't doing it for me. I'm going to go with Tim Elliott because I think he's a decent fighter and whatnot. I just come on.
I got Mark De La Rosa via karma.
via Hitler.
via karma.
Via fucking triangle, is it? Let's be honest.
I mean, what else can you do? You could do a guillotine. Ooh, that'd be a motherfucker of a guillotine, except you can't get no legs around. But if you got a stronger, like, it's all on your squeeze. If you got a legit good squeeze, again, hey, grew up without legs. We seen proof. 0 inches on the legs. All right. He's got ridiculous arms. He's been fucking walking like this for
I just want to kind of see Tim Elliott gorilla press slam him and just throw him out the cage.
That'd be now we're looking at the video game shit. All right.
He has no legs. What's he gonna do?
I know. No. Okay. All seriousness, I got Mark De La Rosa. I think he's gonna end up. We're gonna end up having a fun little submission match. I think because I know Mark's good on the ground, but Tim Elliott's good on the ground too. So it's gonna be fun.
Tim Elliott by decision.
Sounds good. I got Mark by. I got Mark by decision too.
What's the next fight on this fucking thing?
All right, we got on the FS1 prelims, Luis Smoka, the last samurai, with a powerful DA for against Matheus Nicolau. I like Luis Smoka, and he didn't look like total death at the weigh-ins today. So, and I like Luis Smoka. He's a very talented kid. And although I don't know, what do you think about Nicolau? I'm not super
sold
high on him. Yeah,
I'm not sold yet. This could be kind of like this is the kind of measuring. This is like we would kind of see the badge, you know what I mean? Like when we saw Bruce Leroy against Jason Knight, we kind of saw if Jason was able to take that step from just kind of being mid, and then when we saw him fight against Cub Swanson, we saw that he wasn't top tier yet. And this is his Bruce Leroy fight for me against Smolka, in my opinion.
Sounds about right. But I'm taking Luis Smoka, powerful Hawaiians.
I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for the decision again. I know I sound like I'm just gonna go for decisions here. I just can't see a finish in this fight. I'll say that, and they'll win by flying head kick. But you're welcome.
Yeah. All right. I'm next. The Italian against the Russian. Marvin Vettori against Omari Akhmedov. Akhmedov is so scary. He's got. You know what freaks me out? Those guys with the unibrows that don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. If you have a unibrow, and you're a professional athlete, all right, and you don't get that shit fixed up and everything, you don't give a fuck about anything. Like, you are a scary son of a bitch. So, truth be told,
one step away from caveman. Let's be truthful.
Pretty much. That being said, Marvin is a powerful Italian kid who's got a good squeeze on him, dude. And he's got legit ground game and everything. But those fucking Russians, man.
Marvin looks like a hitman. He looks like one of those, those like back in the days, like the fucking just come over and the part of the fucking mob, and there was pretty boys who were fucking jacking folk. Like, he looks like that guy.
Marvin looks like a little bit of a douche, but I'm gonna take him anyway via submission. But Omari's striking is fucking. He's got power. Look, Omari's a strong motherfucker, and when he throws something, he throws to break something. Have you ever seen his fights? He's just a fucking. He gorilla throws shit.
I'm going to Mari by TKO via ground and pound. That's right.
I got Marvin submission on that one. All right.
Next one we've got.
Next fight up, number 15, ranked featherweight Miles Jury. Why he's still ranked, I don't know. Well, actually, no, I think somebody else. Miles Jury against Rick. What the fuck happened to the rest of my body, Glenn? Dude, bro.
His ribs look. He looks like being.
Hey, real quick, real talk. I bet you he don't cut any weight, ever.
That seems legit.
Like, I don't want to make any like really fucked up jokes, but homeboy needs to go get checked out by a doctor, make sure he don't have a disease or some shit. Like, what the fuck? I remember seeing him I saw Miles Jury at the weigh-ins, and he had nobody with him. Does he even have a corner anymore?
That's a bit harsh.
I'm serious, dude. They had to hold his the chick up there had to hold his glasses for him. But look, we know what Miles Jury brings. He's got them hands. And he's probably gonna use him to win this fight. So I got him by decision, actually.
I'm leaning to. I was leaning more towards the TKO, but I'm gonna go by KO. I'm gonna go big hands and go KO.
Sounds good. All right. And the main prelim, which looks like a total mismatch physically. Who knows about my skills? But the light heavyweights, Khalil Roundtree against Michael O. How's that? That's what you know. It's funny at the weigh-ins. They announce the name before they come and weigh in, and they go Michael O.
Oh, Shikov, that's the one.
There you go. So yeah, so he comes in, and physically they look like they don't even belong in the same planet. But that being said, I don't know much about Michael, but I know about Khalil Roundtree, and Khalil Roundtree's got ridiculous kicks.
Yeah, but you know what? He's lost his legs.
Who?
Roundtree, look.
I'm looking at it. I see his legs are right there.
Look at his leg reach, my friend.
Oh, shit.
Roundtree, guys, unfortunately, has lost his legs. That's how he's made the weight. I don't know what he's going to do. He's got mass upper body strength. We already know that. But there's going to be no soccer kicks to the body. Yeah, this is going to be a long one, guys. He has never won by submission, so he's definitely not getting the sub victory. This is a tough one now that he's got no legs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going by Roundtree by vicious KO. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I think Roundtree's gonna land. He's gonna attack the body. Okay, with his legs that do exist. Whatever UFC.com tells you, fake news, bro. Fake news. But I'm gonna kick the shit out of this motherfucker. And
we should do like a little segment every week of what the UFC's like fucking websites got wrong this week.
We can do that. We can definitely do that. Anyway, Clear's gonna break rip to the body and go to the head, knockout, head kick, knockout.
Yeah, I hate the expression, but Michael looks a little bit soft on the tummy and the body.
Yeah, it looks like he just got out of a bar and it's like, yeah, I'll fight 205.
205 shit. I'm already 208.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's talk about the main card, man. So again, just real quick. UFC 5 Pass early prelims are the one fight. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. The FS1 prelims are at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And the powerful pay-per-view main card kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time with the return of the natural-born killer. We got Carlos Condit, still ranked number 8 for some reason after 18 months away, against number 12, Neil motherfucking Magny, who is apparently the guy you throw at somebody when you want them to kill something. Unfortunately for Neil Magny, he's going to get thunderfucked here. And Carlos Condit going to come back and fuck him up. TKO, second round. You heard it here first.
Can I just say this is super disrespectful to have these guys as the first fight? I'm just throwing it out there.
You could have found someone better to fight. Look, I get it if you want to throw a softball at Condit to get him a win. Fair enough. But this man's a fucking name. He's a draw.
He's the last his last fight was against the champion.
Yeah.
Like,
get him a real fight.
I know it's time ago, but come on. Could you imagine if they put Conor McGregor as the first fight on the fucking on the card that he's fighting on? Come on.
He would come out, take a piss in the cage, and walk right out. Like, fuck you guys.
In my honest opinion, I think it should be Hooker and Diakese that should have been the opening fight on this card. In my opinion,
that's what would make sense.
Yeah, or maybe even Calvillo versus Esparza. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm more excited for that fight.
Condit, Magny. I'm going with Condit. I don't think he gets the knockout. I think that he gets the decision, but I think he just systematically destroys Neil Magny. But I will say this: if Neil Magny pulls out some miraculous fucking thunder helicopter kick or some bullshit, then Carlos Condit's in some trouble, because I think to myself, like, if he can't beat number 12, where does he go from here? So this is a kind of win or bust. This is one of those fights where you look at and you kind of go, if he does not win this fight, what's the point? This is like the GSP fight. Like, if he hadn't beaten Bisping, we know he's not going to come back anyway. But the point being is that if he does not win this fight, it's a very hard sell to say to Carlos, yeah, keep fighting, because he's like, I don't really know if I want to come back or not. So pray that Condit wins, because we want to see more from the natural born killer. I'm going with decision to Carlos Condit.
All right. So you took him to see. I took him TKO. All right. Next fight up, the ladies bring it on. Cynthia Calvillo, who's on a friggin' rise, against Carla Esparza, who is tanking, which is awesome because I can't stand her. So
I just want to pull this up really quick in the chat. Rose just said, what happened? Never mind, I misheard. I really want to know if you can hit in the chat what you actually misheard, because I'm intrigued. Sorry, you were saying about Carlos Esparza and Calvillo.
All right, so Calvillo, look, we know what Calvillo is. First of all, Calvillo is undefeated.
She's only had
Carla Esparza, all she has is wrestling. That's it. She has no hands.
That's
Calvillo's well-rounded.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think that she's an entertaining fighter and she's an entertaining personality, as Calvillo.
Oh, I think it's Esparza. Oh my god.
No.
She's dull as shit.
Yeah. The irony, you give yourself like a charismatic name like the Cookie Monster and you have no personality. But the thing is, though, is Calvillo, for me, I don't think she's that good. If I'm being completely honest, you know, when we saw her fight in Scotland, you know, she wasn't that convincing or that good, and you could have argued that she maybe could have lost that fight. So I know she got the W. I get all that, but the thing is, to me, is I think to myself, like, is she good enough if this fight goes to the ground to deal with that wrestling? That's my big question.
I think she could. You still have to change the alpha male with all those fucking wrestlers and shit. I think she has the tools. You have a good point. You make a good point. That being said, she's not fighting Rose. She's not fighting Joanna. She's not fighting Michelle Watterson. She's not fighting Paige Van Zandt, who I think will give her a little bit of trouble on the feet. She's fighting Carla Esparza, who's older and is a one-trick pony, and that one trick's being beaten before.
I'm with you. I just don't know. This is one of those fights where, like, these again, I know we always dog on the rankings, but the fact that she's sixth and, you know, Carla is ninth, I look at that and I'm like, she's had 6 professional fights in her entire career, and she's and like, well, come on.
I mean, look, I bring it back to this every single time. Conor McGregor got a title shot off of beating Dennis Seaver.
Yeah, but he beat 3 people prior to that, though.
Calvillo's undefeated. I'm saying they're look. Listen, hear me. They're building a star.
I'm with you in context, but Conor McGregor had already had like 15 fights prior to that, 15 victories.
Right, fair enough. But still,
I'm just pointing out the 6, and she's 6 in the. If we're taking, you know, the UFC as the Premier League of MMA, then we're saying that she is the 6th in the world at strawweight, and she's had 6 professional fights. Like, I'm just looking at it, and I don't know. I don't think the victories that she's had against who she's had them against realistically put her in 6th.
All right, well, let's look at who she beat. Let me pull it up now.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I
get it. I know what you're saying.
Hers. Like, I want her to do well. My thing is, though, is she's in her last fight, she didn't look that impressive. So to me,
so you think we're maybe giving her way too much credit right now?
I think I don't think there's too much hype. I think that she's good at what she does, and she's good at everything. But is she great at anything? Like, I'm just saying this. Like, Carla is really good at wrestling. That's her bread and butter. That's the only thing that she's good at. Like, we know that. Is Calvillo's wrestling and jiu-jitsu going to be good enough? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, here's a really good point that Raider just made in the comments. She says, this is from Raider. She says, you can see her improvements in each of Calvillo's fights, where Esparza, man, she's taking forever to get out of that tough fighter she was. 100% true. She finally looked good in the last fight. Esparza needs to change camps, in my opinion. Esparza, she's one of those fighters that likes, or I guess people that likes to be comfortable. And she's comfortable at a Team Oyama. I forgot the name. I think it's Team Oyama. I think it's the name of the place. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure. But she's been there forever, and that's what she's going to be. So, but if you could cut somebody with her, with Esparza and Felice Herrig, I would love that. I am so sick of both those girls.
I'm with you. I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on her. I just wonder if she is that good, or are we falling victim to yet again another hype train? That's
Well,
the question that I'm posing out there.
let's look at it this way. This is as far as you can say, I can say all the bullshit I want to about her. Legit veteran. This is
Yeah.
a really good test for her. If Calvillo can beat her, she's number 6. She's gonna be looking up.
I just don't think she improved in her last fight. I don't think she was that good in the last fight, and that worries me. The more that she goes high up in the ranks, because we've seen many people in different divisions. We saw with Paige Van Zandt, especially once you get to that higher end, there's a jump, especially in new divisions and smaller divisions as far as depth's concerned.
Yeah,
I'm pondering whether could this be the fight where we're all going, yo, she could get a title shot if she wins her next fight against a big name. Do you know what I mean? Whoever she fights against. And if that puts into position, we kind of go, I don't know, man. Like, if she wins the next fight, if she fights against Rose, do we think that she's good enough to beat Rose after one more fight? Because that's what we're looking at. If she wins this fight, she's going to fight against somebody who's in that top 3 or 4, and then she's going to fight for the title if she wins that fight. And I don't personally think she's good enough to beat Joanna. I don't think she's personally good enough to beat Claudia Gadelha. And I don't think that she's good enough to beat Rose. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
based on what I've seen.
Fair enough. And I honestly don't think she wouldn't be able to beat Rose either. Real quick. This is from apparently. You remember that cat that was supposed to fight Tim Elliott?
Yeah, the Bumble.
What's his name? Pietro Manga.
Oh right, I thought you meant the guy who he is fighting.
Last fight. Pietro Manga. This is from someone quoted it on or screen capped it on Twitter. Says this is from Errol Hawani because he blocked me, so I can't read his shit. But take a picture. In a bit of a stunner, Pietro Manga tells me he's been released in UFC. Wasn't that supposed to be his UFC debut?
I thought it was, unless there's something we don't know about that's happened. Is what you know what I mean. Missed
weight after taking the short notice fight against Tim Elliott. Gutted for this is from I guess a quote from Manga. Gutted, but this setback won't stop me from achieving my dream and lighting up that division. He said, and that doesn't make any sense.
That's strange.
Because what I remember, he was a good prospect, right? Like people were talking about him. So that's a strange move for that division.
I just want to mention Stylebender's been signed to the UFC.
Who?
Stylebender, the kickboxer. Just saying.
Oh shit! When was that?
That was yesterday. I think he's fighting in, is it the Perth card, which is 221?
Okay, I'm excited. I want to see.
Yeah, that guy can fuck it. If you guys don't know, just Google
YouTube that shit.
And he hits this question mark kick where it looks like he's going for a kick, and he fucking slaps this guy, and the guy just goes, boom.
Yeah, homeboy, he fucked up that night. Didn't even know that was a possible thing. It was that bad.
He questioned his life after that question. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right. So
right, I'm going Calvillo by decision. I'm just going to throw it out there, but I'm not surprised if she gets wrestle fucked. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'm taking Calvillo by submission. So, all right. Now, next fight up. What?
You're only fucking going with her because she's Mexican. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I gotta stick with my people. Anyway, I'm fucking around. No, I'm a big fan of hers. Anyway, moving on. Dan Hooker against Mike Diakese. How do you say his last name? Diakese or Case?
Mark Diakese.
Diakese.
Yes, Diakese.
Diakese.
Yeah, Diakese.
Gotcha. All right. So the Hangman against Bone Crusher. Fun, powerful nicknames. A lot of people are picking Dan Hooker in this one.
He's a very good fighter.
He's really good. I
just
think Bone Crusher is gonna fuck him up.
I love this fight. This is one of those fights where it's like I'll always pick Mark. He's one of the coolest guys who's been on the show, and he's a hard worker and he's a very talented guy. The one thing that I will say is this, with respect to what we were just on about Calvillo and Esparza, Mark seems to always improve every fight. He had a setback in his last fight, his first ever loss. This is a big moment, I do think that Dan Hooker's the better, more rounded fighter. He's more experienced, but I do think that Mark is more explosive. One thing I just hope is that I hope Mark's improved his fight IQ in the context of I hope that he checks the leg kicks a little bit more. I hope he's works more on his wrestling. He's training out in the States for his past 2 camps, I believe. I think this is his 3rd. But they're the things that I need to see Matt do. Dan Hooker, he's good on the feet. He's good with the subs. He has the reach advantage. I like this fight. I think it's a very entertaining fight. I think it could go either way. I'm gonna go with Mark by knockout. I'm not gonna predict a round. I just feel that Mark's going to get back on the horse and get back with that momentum and prove that he's going to be one of those guys to look out for in the future.
Okay, how good is Mark's takedown defense?
Mark's wrestling is ridiculously good. If you remember, I can't remember the gentleman that he fought against. I think it was like 3 fights ago. His wrestling was ridiculous. Wrestler. Like, let's just put that out there. Like, when he chooses to, he can wrestle. Like, he's a very talented guy, and he's one of these guys that you can tell when he learns something, he learns it. He naturally learns things as he does things. So I'm hoping since his last fight that he's improved in that context. Yeah,
fucking because I know Hooker can grapple his ass off, so that'll be interesting to see.
But if you come through, and I'm just saying this with that explosiveness, if we saw fucking Diakese hit that 2-tap fucking kick in London, sweet baby Jesus. Like, I'm just saying this guy's explosive, and if you try and shoot on him, just be prepared because you might get flatlined with something on the coming. So
yeah, and he looked good on the weigh-in too. So like he has like a shitty weight cut. So I'm taking Mark by knockout too.
I'm looking. That's one of my favorite fights to look forward to on this night. I'm not gonna lie. This card, like this main card, is actually really good. If we're being honest, as far as stylistically, I think this is star power maybe, but I do like this card.
Yeah, I'll say this about this pay-per-view because I always do this on Keyboard Warriors on Wednesdays. I always rate it between stay at home and buy it yourself because that bar is gonna be fucking packed, or head to the bar with your friends / get $5 from all your buddies and come over to my house because fuck that shit. This is not one of those that you would drop $60 on your own. This is one of those like get together with your buddies. Everyone drop $5 for beer and chips and the pay-per-view. You get to go. Yeah,
I've got a big crew of mine coming through on Saturday night to watch this.
I'm gonna be in a cozy cabin in northern Arizona with
hopefully.
Well, no, yeah, right. Hopefully decent Wi-Fi, bruh. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Anyway, you're just gonna hear some blues playing in the background, like "Hey, baby." Fucking Eddie, fucking Barry White Law going down,
bruh.
The next
like that.
Fight.
Co-main event, dog.
This fight, man, I'm looking forward to it. Khabib versus Barboza. Like, I'm down for this. Like, it feels like right.
And Khabib looked all right at weigh-ins, man. He actually made weight, first of all, so that's good.
I've got to say this because I mentioned to my friend before we went live because he was talking to me about this. Right, Khabib making weight is great. My question is this: how hard was it for him to make the weight? He looked good, looked okay when he went up there, but how much did it take out of his body if he did it over a long period of time, or how much did it take out of his body to make sure that he made the weight? It's the internal that I'm concerned about. After
that's a good point. Who knows? And he's got a ridiculous amount of pressure on him. Just to make weight was a ridiculous amount of pressure. So I mean, everything for now should be pretty easy for him now. Now that he made weight, all the pressure's off of him. I think he'll be all right. As far as the fight goes, man, it's a really good fight. I mean, Edson Barboza might be the best kicker in the division.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I don't know about overall striker. He might be the best overall striker, but I know for sure the best kicker and quicker kicker in the division. I mean, if you blink, you get head kicked. Straight up.
He has like that explosive, fast twitch when it comes to the kicks. The guy swings his fucking leg kicks like it's a bat. People talk about Jose Aldo as the baddest leg kicker in the planet, and that's purely based on the damage that we saw to Uriah Faber. But for me, fuck getting kicked by Barboza. Fuck that. Yeah, I'd rather take from fucking Francis Ngannou than get leg kicked by fucking Barboza.
I would not hold a tie pad for Barboza ever. I would not have. I would never do that. That'd be stupid. That being said, in this fight, man, I think it's gonna come down to what Khabib. Can Khabib get this fight to the ground and do what he did to Michael Johnson? And can he avoid getting fucking checked like fucking Michael Johnson did to him? Because let's not fucking pretend like Khabib didn't get hurt in that fight. Khabib got rocked in that fight for a second. whether it was, whether or not that put anything towards the end of the fight doesn't matter, because Khabib fucking dominated after that. But he can get hurt, and we saw that shit, right? So I mean, has his striking improved enough to fucking avoid getting knocked the fuck out? We'll find out. So to me, can Khabib get this fight down? If he can get this fight down, like he should be able to. It should be relatively pretty easy path to a win. Let's
be honest though. Let's not take out the fact that the last time that we saw Edson Barboza fight, he hit that stupid flying knee.
Yeah,
I'm just this. If he fucking lands that bullshit and he fucking caught, you know what? I'm going out there. I put this on Twitter. I'm gonna put it out there for the sake of it. I am rolling with Edson Barboza by flying knee,
bruh.
A fucking TKO, and there will be scenes because everybody's gonna turn around and go, Tony Ferguson. Okay, that'd be kind of cool to see against Conor. We can't do Khabib against Conor. Edson Barboza versus Conor motherfucking McGregor is my fight. That you know, other than Anthony Pettis when he was in his prime, like obviously when he was teetering that like kind of division. As far as just wanting to see two strikers, please, I'm MMA gods. Don't do this fucking bullshit with Khabib. Fuck Khabib. He has a padded record. He fought against certain people who were talented after when he fought on, Robert Alexandros. But the point still remains is I just want to see Barboza, fucking Conor McGregor just fucking going Pete Tong, leg kicks, head kicks, fucking crosses and shit. No takedowns, no submissions, and fuck all you guys who are going to tell me to go watch kickboxing, because if them two had a kickboxing bout, I'd pay £20 to watch that too. I'm just saying.
Anyway.
You're so mad at the fact that I want that fight, and it's just like...
No, I'm not mad at it. It's just... I want to see it. It's just that'll never happen because Barbosa's not famous enough. That makes sense? Like he's not a big enough name.
I'm telling you, Khabib's famous, bro. Come on.
Russian, 100 million. Ireland, 12 million. Whatever the numbers were.
I'm gonna say this. Let's be completely factual here. How come Fedor wasn't as big of a star as everybody else that has been ever? Like he fought in Japan, a stone throw away from Russia, and let's just put this into perspective. Is Fedor revered as one of the, biggest stars, not greatest fighters, but the biggest stars in the world? No, he's not. Like, let's just throw that out there. And there's 20 million.
He's not. I know he's not. We know he's not. But I really just want to see the Ferguson fight. So.
Nah, I'm with you. I do want to see the Ferguson fight, but there's a part of me that's like, Edson Barboza against Conor is fucking craziness.
To me, the only way we get Edson Barboza in there against Conor is if Barboza savagely finishes Khabib with some, like you said, if a flying knee lands and he takes out Khabib with a flying knee and like a walk-off knockout, you don't think Barboza's gonna be like, hey, McNuggets, or whatever the fuck? Do better than McNuggets, by the way. Please do better than McNuggets. But he's gonna call out Conor, 100%.
I just
at least Tony.
Him flying knee Khabib and then him point to himself, go no, and do that where he points up to God and gets on his knees. I just want to see that. I just want to see that flying knee, bro. But
by the way, powerful Earthworm Jim making an ass of himself at the press conference.
Yo, Earthworm Jim can eat a big bowl of dick.
Fuck that guy.
No milk.
Fuck that guy. Food. Anyway,
I'm gonna go with Barboza by flying knee, and I'm gonna go with the third round.
All right, Khabib TKO.
Really?
In second and third round, he'll get the fight to the ground. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck, I hope the Barboza wins so I can get people.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be cheering for Barboza because he's actually one of my favorite fighters to watch. But I want this Khabib thing to be resolved. Either fucking don't fight, don't be in the title fight, the title contention, or be in title contention. I don't know.
I just want more Khabib time. So main event, guys. Who's going for it?
All right, so we got Chris Cyborg, probably the scariest female on the planet, against Holly Holm. 2 of the 3 women in the division going to fight tonight or tomorrow night. What do you think?
Right, I'm going to Holly Holmes.
Holly Holm? All right.
Yep. I'm going to go Holly Holmes. I'm going to go by decision.
You totally just fucked my pick, bro. Because that's my pick.
Holly Holmes by decision.
I think Holly Holm by getting on my bicycle and pat run, pat run. Or I'm sorry, as Colin likes to call it. What do you call it? Resetting.
Reset.
Yeah,
I don't know how everybody kicks off with Connor for that resetting thing when we literally saw fucking Overeem sprint.
Yeah. He turned and ran. It was hilarious. Anyway, all right. So in this fight, we're talking about a chick that can't look. You can't if you're Cyborg, you can't rush Holly Holm. You're gonna get cracked, and then she's gonna get on her bicycle and then reset. You also can't leave her stay at range, right? If you're Cyborg, you got to find a way in there and hurt Holly to the body and hit with elbows, right? So that being said, how fucking crazy would it be to see Cyborg shoot for a takedown?
That's the plan, isn't it? Get into the clinch, potentially, cut off the cage, get towards the clinch, work for a trip or takedown. If that's not the game plan, then Cyborg's an idiot, and I don't think in fight context that she is.
Yeah. So I like the upset here, the decision upset.
Yeah, I just feel that like Holly will keep a distance and have Cyborg do a lot of work and let her, she'll have, worked on the takedown defense and the trip defense. And I think that she's going to make Cyborg exert herself a lot in those early rounds. And then don't be surprised if Holly Holmes just pieces her up with ones and twos and maybe a few leg kicks as the fight continues on.
Okay. Can I say some shit off the subject? I just saw Brett Okamoto asking Stipe Miocic a question at the presser. Homeboy showed up in a hoodie and jeans. Can you have some respect for yourself, sir?
Brett,
can you have some respect for yourself? Dude, you're a journalist. They want you to take us serious as MMA journalist. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, the guy with the jeans and the t-shirt. Yeah, I'll take you serious as a journalist. Why not? The fuck, dude? Be a decent fucking journalist and wear a goddamn collar shirt and some pants.
I'm gonna make you cry right now. The last person to dress in that manner that made a name for themselves was
yeah. Fuck that guy too. All right. I don't give a shit. I've said it. He blocked me already on Twitter because I called him out on some shit that he pulled. No, stop pointing out that I took Zuva checks, bro. That's not fucking nice. Don't point out my bullshit. I want that shit under the carpet hidden away. Anyway, all right. Sorry, that bothers me. Like you're like the guy from ESPN. You're supposed to be the new top guy. They're literally trying to make Brett Okamoto the best journalist, the biggest MMA journalist.
Hey, we know who he is. Rosie said who was the biggest journalist in the fucking MMA.
But, okay, all right. Everyone in the comments, I haven't seen this shit. Go to just Google Roseanne Barr or Twitter, search Roseanne Barr and what? Actually, no. I think who retweeted it?
I have no idea. I think it was
whatever. Roseanne Barr. Yeah, Roseanne Barr tweeted. Actually, I did retweet it, but I was like, what the fuck? Like Roseanne Barr tweeted. Errol Hawani is the douche Hawani, as I call him. I have a lot of names for him. Is the best MMA journalist, and I'm so glad Khabib made weight. Thanks a lot for the coverage at MMA Fighting. First of all, if you believe Roseanne Barr knows how to tag anybody, you out of your fucking mind. All right. Come on.
Yo, I'm just saying, like, what did I tell you in the DMs?
What did you say? I can't remember. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so, right. So, come on, tell the people.
I'm pulling it up so I get it correct here.
Eddie thinks that she was either paid or somebody hacked her account.
And Ash believes that the good old Schnoz Dushwani is balls deep in a Roseanne Barr. Like balls deep.
I'm just saying his tongue game is vicious, and he is trying to make sure that people know who he is.
If you cheated on your wife, that's not the one though. Like she has it with somebody else, man.
He's hardly gonna go for Demi Lovato, is he, bro? Like
Demi Lovato doesn't know who Hawani is.
She knows MMA, bro. What are you talking about? She knows MMA.
Douche One doesn't know MMA.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying this. Thank you, Miss Demi Lovato, for dropping that 6 million fucking Instagram follow nude picture gallery selection, because
that's awesome.
Sweet baby Jesus, Luke Rockhold, you fucked up, brother. You fucked up.
Yeah, Luke will be fine. I think Demi Lovato probably has a bit like a whole ton of crazy because she used to have like a coke problem and all that.
I'm really, 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 really upset that the really hot chick that's probably into the most weirdest shit I've ever known is a little bit crazy. I didn't know that would be the case. Come on, dude. The crazy to hot ratio is fucking on point.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a good point. All right. Anyway, all right. So we're both taking Holly home in this one. All right. What else?
Facts.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
that's the card, man.
That's the card. Right now they're doing that presser for 220. DC, obviously DC and Ozdemir. If Ozdemir is not, if Ozdemir is not in fucking jail by that point, I still think DC beats him, but we'll see. And they have they're going back and forth. Yo, what is this shit? Like they're kind of going back and forth a little bit.
Ozdemir is going to win by knockout, guys.
No. And Francis, no, real quick. Francis Ngannou's also trying to like talk a little shit too. Like, what is this shit? It bothers me. If it's not your personality to talk shit, don't do it. You sound like an asswipe.
Yeah, but the thing is with like some people, I'm only saying this for the foreign guys. Do you know what I mean? Some of it might be their thing, but they can't articulate it because of language. So when they're learning more words and they're expanding their vocabulary, it might be a case of they're feeling more comfortable, so they start doing it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I'll say this right now. DC is going to massacre Ozdemir.
No, Ozdemir by TKO is going to get.
Good luck with that.
The belt's going to go back to DC. We've got another paper champion again. People will write on fucking DC, and then all the MMA media will be like, "Don't make DC quiet. He's a nice guy. He's a very nice. Stop picking on DC." that is literally what we're going to deal with.
Yeah. That being said, he's gonna starch Ozdemir. It's not even gonna be a problem.
He's gonna get hit with a fucking overhand, and he's gonna get sent back to his.
Fuck, he's not. I'm telling you right now.
And he's gonna cry some more. And
I'm telling you right now, no time. He's gonna get fucked up. Anyway, all right. Anything else you want to throw out here, motherfucker? Because
I'm just going to say to some people that I don't know. I'm just feeling that way out because it's just I'm excited for this last card of the year.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do, guys, is the next episode of the Heel Hook, which will be sometime next week. We'll drop it on the Twitter account at the Heel Hook _ or on mine at Ashley Lamprey, ASHLEY. ASHLEYLAMPREY. I felt like I was missing something then. Or you can find it on Eddie's at ELO31. But what I was going to say is next week when we hit into the new year, we're going to do his picks for all the best ofs of next year. We've got all kinds of fucking like little fucking subjects and categories and all that kind of stuff for next week. And additional on the Triggered show that'll be next week, Eddie's going to come through with his modern conspiracies, and we're going to go through which ones are fucking absolutely stupid, which ones are plausible, and which ones kind of just tickle us. So that's going to be all next week, guys. From me personally, I just want to say thank you guys for making this another awesome year. We just want to keep on moving. We're going to be working on some guests for in the new year, some sports personalities, some not. I've got a few little pieces and works that you're going to be happy with. We're going to start next year with the gaming as well, so they're going to be live streams from either me, Eddie, or both, or whatever, and we're going to be dropping some top 10s and all that kind of stuff of different subjects and whatnot, and some reaction videos as well, so we can give you more content for you to enjoy. So just want to say thank you again for supporting all the way through the year. I appreciate every like, every share, every subscribe, and every view every time you guys come through. So it's a thank you from me. So shout out to the sponsors as well, bainstore.com. Check out those guys. They do jiu-jitsu and athletic apparel. If you're needing to get trained up for the new year, new me and all that kind of jazz, what better way to do it with some fucking awesome looking gear, jiu-jitsu inspired. Go to bainstore.com. That's BAIN store.com. Use the code word the Heel Hook for 10% off your entire order. Make sure that you check out Receptor also. Receptor do CBD oil. So if you want to get yourself healthy and you want to get feeling fine and improving your body in different ways that you don't usually do so, then I couldn't recommend CBD more. They do oils, they do body butters, so make sure that you check out Receptra. That's RECEPTRA naturals.com if you're in the United States, RECEPTRA global.com if you are in Europe, and make sure you use the code word for the 10% off, the Heel Hook, all one word. That's the one. Make sure you check out me at Snapchat, just Ash Official, and on Twitter at Ash Lamprey, ASHLEYLAM. P-R-E-Y. Anywhere can they find you at, my brother? And
Real quick, powerful like high school senior haircut for Steve Miocic with the fucking spiky hair and shit. Like I swear that's probably what his like senior photo looked like in high school. Anyway, I'm just fucking with y'all. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Elot31. The page, of course, or the show is at Keyboard MMA. KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com is all the podcasts of the shows. iTunes, Keyboard Warriors MMA, of course. Instagram at Keyboard Warriors MMA. So y'all the shit. Again, I've only been on here for like 6-7 months or so, but it's been fucking sick as shit. So we're looking forward to the next year. Whatever you motherfuckers, crazy assholes are doing for New Year's, don't drive, please. Stay in one spot or get an Uber. Or get a ride from someone sober, but please be very careful. I'm going to be in one spot and I'm moving anywhere, but I'm going to be tanked. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Shout out Dan from Morgan, the homie, Prayer Rose, Raider was in the building, of course. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. So make sure you subscribe here too.
So from me and Eddie, Happy New Year, guys. See you on the other side. Peace up. 8 Town Down. We're out, guys.